Hello from the National Memorial Arboretum. I'm delighted to be able to speak to you today via the wonders of digital technology and to share this special moment with you. We reopened on the 8th of June and I know I've seen many Wallers amongst our visitors since then. And while we aren't able to run Armed Forces Day in the way we would have wanted to, it's great to be able to share this moment with you. I'm pleased to be joined today by Martin Dickinson.
Thank you, Philippa, and good evening, everyone. As the founder of Ride to the Wall, I'd also like to welcome you to tonight's Cheque presentation of the money raised in 2019 for the National Memorial Arboretum. This year marks a significant milestone in our support, in your support. Our cheque tonight means that the total raised since 2008 now stands at more than £1 million. I hope you'll agree that's a fantastic achievement. Even though we can't be together tonight, let's remind ourselves of some amazing memories that many of us have shared over the last few years.
I joined just before Ride to the Wall last year, and while now a gathering of over 10,000 people coming together to remember their fallen comrades feels rather strange, I look back to that day in early October and remember the passion, the comradeship, the companionship and sheer warmth of all those people coming together on site. It's a pleasure to work with the Ride to the Wall team year round and welcome so many of you to the Arboretum. And in particular, just now, I'm going to need Martin's help with the cheque presentation.
Hold tight, Philippa. I've checked my diary. I'm on my way. Let's face it, this year none of us can be there in person. So while I get changed, here's a few people that would like to say a few words about what Ride to the Wall means to them.
Hi everybody, I'm Air Commodore Simon Richardson, along with Lieutenant General Paul Jakes and Major General Lamont Kirkland. It is my privilege to be one of the Ride to the Wall patrons. So £1 million, wow! Who would have thought that we would reach this incredible target all those years ago when Martin and Lamont started the Ride to the Wall journey off? This is an amazing amount of money, and this year's cheque will undoubtedly help to continue with the support and the upkeep of such a profoundly special place. It is a huge shame that we cannot be together on Armed Forces Day at the National Memorial Arboretum to present the cheque in person, but I guess this is the next best option. But fingers crossed that things will be returning back to normal in October for the next ride. So a massive well done and congratulations to Martin and the team for growing Ride to the Wall to what it is today and achieving that magic £1 million target. But most of all, my sincere thanks to all of you, as without you devoting your time and money to this important cause, none of it will be possible. So safe riding and see you in October.
Hi, I'm Mandy. Rob and I lost Ian in Afghanistan in 2012. This prompted Rob to take his bike test. In 2013 we rode from Knutsford with Ride to the Wall, and over the years we have made some wonderful friends. Ride to the Wall provides support for families and each other, and also have raised over £1 million for the NMA. We would like to thank you. Until we meet again, stay safe and look out for our Spanish number plate. Adios.
The NMA means a lot to all those veterans, non-service personnel. It gives us a chance to go and see names on walls and give our commemorations. And thank you to everyone.
Hi, I'm John Foster. I got involved with Ride to the Wall after my son Robbie was killed in action in Afghanistan I'm now very humbled to say that I'm the family liaison officer for Ride to the Wall, and in a very privileged position to be able to invite and organise the families of our fallen to this most unique motorcycle event. When we make the climb up the stairs, it's you the Wallers, and with the respect that you pay to us, that lifts us up to our loved ones' names. This year, going over £1 million has absolutely blown us away, and I would like to raise my glass to Martin Dickinson, the founder, to the trustees, to the committee, to the volunteers, to the 16,000 carved names, and to you the Wallers. All gave some gave all. Cheers.
Each and every year holds special memories for the many people involved with Ride to the Wall. From year one in 2008, when 10 times the anticipated numbers turned up, to 2013, when we were presented with the Queen's Award for Voluntary Services. On the first Saturday in October every year, we come together in our thousands as one big family to remember those who gave their lives for Queen and country since 1945. We remember those names carved on the walls of the Armed Forces Memorial. In 2019, the Cheque presentation to the National Memorial Arboretum became an integral part of the Armed Forces Day weekend, and the hope was that in 2020 it would be the same. Unfortunately, circumstances won't allow that to happen, but hopefully this unusual and unique compromise will allow the presentation to reach a far greater audience than it would normally. So although I can't be there in person, it still gives me great pleasure to be able to present a cheque for £159,000 to you, Philippa, on behalf of all Wallers, taking the total raised since 2008 to £1.1 million.
Wow, thank you Martin and all of you Wallers for an amazing donation. I should say another amazing donation. Thank you very much on behalf of all of us at the National Memorial Arboretum. Your donations over the years make such a difference to us. They enable us to be freely open to all. They help us care for the grounds and make them such a fitting backdrop for our wonderful memorials, those memorials that hold the important stories of lives lived and lives lost. Last year we welcomed over 342,000 visitors. Over 1/3 of a million people were able, thanks to your support, to come to the Arboretum. And perhaps most importantly, 22,000 of those were school children. We were passing the baton of remembrance onto them, onto the next generation. During the COVID-19 crisis, we've been closed, unable to earn income. Your support, your ongoing support and donation will help us come out of it in better shape, better able to recognise the service that the armed forces, emergency services and key workers have made to our nation during the current crisis. Thank you.
I would like to add my own personal thanks to each and every one of you for not only raising the money, but making Ride to the Wall such a moving remembrance to our fallen heroes.
Last October, I spoke about us being a charity that recognises our history but looks ahead to our future. The Arboretum will be 20 next year. Where do we want to be in another 20 years' time? We've been doing some thinking about that this winter. We've been thinking about our vision, where we want to go for our next 20 years and beyond. Our vision is that we're the nation's year-round place to remember, an inspirational world-class setting, freely open to all. We are open year-round, but I think we need to create more reasons for people to visit, drawing in our natural environment and building on our tree collection, and doing that right across the site as we create new and interesting ways and places for people to remember. Last October, we had to make some changes to our Ride to the Wall event. Many of you who came will have noticed how wet it was underfoot, and that heralded the wettest winter on record. And there were sadly many days when access to all areas of the Arboretum and our memorials was restricted. So we're built on a floodplain. It's inevitable that the rivers will burst their banks and come onto site. How do we embrace this? Perhaps creating ephemeral water features that inspire and give people new ways to reflect. How do we do this in such challenging times and still remain freely open to all? We do it all by having the support of people like you, people that support us with your generous, absolutely amazing donation year on year, but also give us your support freely year round, both on site when we see you and also like today digitally when you support us on our social media platforms. Your support and ongoing friendship really matters. With your support, we can be the nation's year-round place to remember, freely open to all. Thank you. Please now join us in an act of remembrance.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.
When you go home, tell them of us and say, for your tomorrow, we gave our today.
Thank you for joining us for this very different Cheque presentation. I look forward to welcoming you to the National Memorial Arboretum in October for our next annual service of remembrance.
In 15 minutes, I'll be holding a Q&A session and hopefully we'll be able to answer any questions you may have. Thank you.